Well, here we are again. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. We are doing a little SnowRunner. Haven't been on SnowRunner in quite a long time, so tell you a little bit of history. Well, my history of SnowRunner. I started playing spin tires. I think a long time ago, and just kind of formed into all of them up to SnowRunner, and then they came out with the next one. What was it? Expeditions. So I wasn't really a big fan of expeditions, like a lot of people has been talking about. They could have went down different avenue with it. I think just purely my opinion on that. So I started originally making content of this on the streaming side, like forever ago. It was a long time ago. So I'm kind of wanting to do this because I enjoy these games. They're fun. They can be aggravating too. That's what the fun part is. But so this playthrough of this is strictly no DLCs, no mods. Now the no mods that might change later on, but starting off on this playthrough is going to be no mods. Um, and like I said, no DLCs whatsoever. Just the core game, what it gives you. Um, so yeah. So let's get going. Um, so now the only thing that I guess, kind of cheaty it is I have a bad situation when it comes to the nighttime on this game. Nighttime really gives me a headache when I play these games like that in nighttime, so I try to veer away from that. So since I have an option to set it to where that doesn't happen, we can enjoy this. I can enjoy it better that way. So that's the only thing that I did. Other than that, that's it. Um, so yeah, let's get going and hope that y'all enjoy it. Let me set my handbrake and all that nice good stuff. So I think the first thing, what I try to do in SnowRunner when I first start out, is that I always try to go for the watchtowers. Um, get all the watchtowers. Might break that up a little bit because that can be maybe a little bit boring. I don't know. And then there I go to doing my bridges, get all those freaking done. That way I can move around the map a little easier. And then start concentrating on contracts and missions. And the reason why I think of doing it that way is just the fact that it makes it easier, a little more enjoyable instead of trying to fight your way through things. Because that can get a little, maybe, what's the right word for it? A little bit aggravating. A little frustrating. Maybe that's what I'm looking for. So let's check out our map and see where our first watchtower is, which is right here. Alright, so I need to, let's see, we could probably double back and go up around that trail there, but I'm already up this way. Let's zoom in a little bit. So, oh yeah, okay, yeah. Come up this way right here, and we'll come down to it. All right. Now you notice that I don't set like markers how to try to find my way. Um, there is a reason behind that. I just I feel like that's kind of newbie, and don't like setting marks. I'd rather find my own way and figure it out. I think that's a little bit more challenging. And I know this truck can do it. Have done it in the past. It just takes a little, a little finagling. I guess is the correct word for it. So it just takes a little bit to get up around here, like so. It just kind of sucks, but you know. I try not to make these videos too long. I feel that it's raining, of course, so it kind of doesn't really help us a little bit. Oh, there was a rock right there. What I kind of miss, back in the day when I was playing spin tires, I had me and a friend of mine we played it a lot, and of course back then we kind of had to create our own way of playing it. So what we did is that we just did like custom maps. We did like modded maps where we would just would do trail riding and stuff like that with different vehicles. Of course, modded vehicles, you can imagine. And it was really fun. I enjoyed that. That is the one thing I do kind of miss a little bit. And that, I mean, SnowRunner, you can do that in it. That is still possible to do that. So if that's content that you're looking for, I can do that. If that's something that you might be interested in, I really am not sure. So I do like doing that. I haven't done it in a long time, so I figured that might be fun. Get over these damn rocks here if I can. There, I think that rain's kind of got me sliding around. It's kind of crazy. Alright, so we should be... Oh, there it is. There's our first watchtower. So like I said, I'm going to split these videos up a little bit. Like I said, I don't want to make them too long. And all that. So, alright, so we got a watchtower. We're going to hit our observation. That way you can kind of get a look over the area. Now there's going to be some watchtowers here that I'm not going to be able to get to with this truck. So that will kind of change. I know there's like one or two that's, especially the one in the swamp. That one there is going to be a pain in the butt. But if you're looking to get into a new game, or not really new, I mean you're looking for something else, and this is you like what you see and all that, I implore you, check it out. I think you might like it. If I can get this damn Chevy up the hill, that would be cool. SnowRunner, and all these, you know, Mud Runner and Spin Tires, all of them were. It's not a fast-paced game. You got to kind of strategize on uh, fuel, as far as, you know, climbing the area that you're in. You got to deal with, you know, the weather, the mud, all that. So if that's what you're looking for, SnowRunner is perfect for that. It's just, it's kind of it can be frustrating at times. I've known a lot of players that they try the game and they don't stick with it because either they flip the truck over and, um, you know, it can be a little bit frustrating. Um, but I do implore you to stick it out, because it is a wonderful concept to a video game, and it's great. It's fantastic. Let's see if I can get back down here. Well, flipping it over, like I say. And, of course, by the way, if you don't mind, please hit that like button, subscribe, all that. It will help the channel out immensely, and I do appreciate the support. I don't, my channel, I don't really have like a way for y'all to like support me as far as monetize or anything like that right now. I'm working towards that. So, like I said, I really appreciate the support. At all, you know, whatever support that you can get, that you give me, which is nothing to do with any kind of, you know, monetization whatsoever. It's just to do with more subscribers or so. I'm a high believer in just being truthful, and being honest. So just being straight from the hip, being honest to y'all, and hope that y'all enjoy my content, and I do appreciate it very much. So let's see here. I'm always referring back to the map. It's just kind of the way I kind of do it. That way you can see what I'm doing. Okay, now this one here is going to require a different vehicle. So we're going to hold off on getting that one right off the bat. Now I know. Okay, so this area here, I'll probably hit this last. Once you get to the area, you can uncover it. Now there is a module or a trailer, if I remember, that will unlock the map for you. So you could go in that direction. You could do that. Purely up to you. This one up here, I might be able to get to that one. So let's ride into town. And I do have, and on our way into town, and on our way up through here, there should be a upgrade and another scout. Now, of course, the scout that is up here, I think it's the Dawn or something like that. It's been a while since I've even really played this. And it wasn't really always a very good scout at that time. I don't know if it is now or not. But I always just, when I unlocked it, I always just sold it. But that's, I mean, we'll have to see how it goes. Now, the whole point of this right here is they want you to go around it. But you know, I am not going to do that because I'm stubborn. And that's just, you know, the way things are. So we're just going to push our way through here. And we'll just go through the water because I need to wash my tires off. They're muddy. And we might stop here and get topped off with some fuel. That might help. We're at 60 liters out of 80. This truck only holds 80 liters of fuel. We'll stop over here and get some fuels. We'll get some petro, however you want to call it. Stop. Alright, so we're topped off. Alright, let's continue without hitting into the pumps. That would be something if you hit the dent and ran into the pump and it exploded. That'd be pretty cool actually. That'd be pretty awesome. Alright, so we should be coming into town here. I really, in this game, I never did get, like, what was the name of the town? It just says welcome. It doesn't, just says have a nice day. It doesn't really give you a town name. I don't think they ever really, went that far with it as far as to what the name of the town was. So it's never thought about that, and I don't think there was really a need for that, I guess. But we're gonna ride straight through town here and get to the other side because I can see one of the watchtowers in front of me. Now, I remember originally when SnowRunner first came out, you would take this truck that I'm in right now and go here to unlock this watchtower. Well, the problem with that was back then, this truck would just bury up in the mud. There was just no way that you were getting to it. Now that the game has had several updates and this and that, I think they kind of made it a little bit easier as far as this truck running in the mud the way it does. Because I remember when SnowRunner first come about, I was all for it. I was playing it all the time. And I just kind of shied away from it because I got, I've always had a love for Farm Sim, which you'll see a lot of that on my channel. And I still love that game, and I'll never stop playing that. It's just an ongoing thing for me. So I was kind of just like, got back in it, and then I was playing this, and I went back to Farm Sim for a bit, and I was like, oh man, I just never came back to SnowRunner. And now that you're at like what, season 14 is like the newest like expansion or whatever you want to call it. And the honest God's truth is the reason why I don't have DLCs, because I first started playing this on console. We are on PC at the moment. And so, with that being said, I did have a lot of the seasons. I think the last season I played was like season 6 or something. Um, so that was all on Xbox and everything like that. And now that that I'm playing this on PC, I don't have all that. So it's kind of like I have to literally go back and get all of that again, and that takes time, and I don't have them right now. Um, Maybe later on. So I guess they're talking about making a new, what is it, SnowRunner, or some other new game. I don't know what the name of it is. If you could let me know down in the comments, that would be greatly appreciated. I've heard that they were doing something, but I don't have any information on it yet. Um, I'll have to go back and look and see if I can do some research and figure that out. I don't know what it is. Um, See, this is the many things I like about this game, is the fact that you know you you can get in the mud, you can kind of strategize how you want to freaking do it, and it's not just you know pushing the left and right pedal and steering your vehicle. I mean, you actually have to think about what you're doing, and I love that. It's pretty cool. All right, so we got that section unlocked. So we're gonna go up here. Let me. I have to refer back to the map again. Um, so this is unlocked. So we have all this over here now. Now where is? Okay, so I need to go way up here. So that should be easy peasy. Just go up here and follow the road around. Um, and there should be, I think further down, back the other way, up here on the mountain too, there should be an upgrade too, and I think it's the upgrade for this truck. Um, I, I want to say it was the uh, upgrade to have a lift kit on this truck. I believe it was. Now, if you're new to SnowRunner, um, you can collect upgrades, and then once you're in the garage, you can apply those upgrades. Of course, it's going to cost you a little bit of money that you make in the game to apply to your truck. Now, this truck here can be it can be upgraded quite a bit actually to a certain point, and it turns out to be a really nice truck. Alright, so I might need to use a winch here, maybe. We'll see. I try never to use a winch if I can. It's my last resort. But my thought is, if you do it that way, you will understand and figure out what's the best way to go and what's not the best way to go. Of trying to get out of a mudded situation. Kind of like right there, because I mean, I know that these vehicles can get through it. It just takes time. You got to have a little bit of patience. Whoa! Hit that rock. Kind of pushed me a little bit, didn't it? Alright, so we should be able to turn right here. There should be a farmhouse down here, or some kind of house down here, bottom of the hill. Yep, there it is. There's the fence. A little bit of a dip right there, wasn't it? Just a little bit. Looks like you have a contract here, or a mission. So we'll probably be coming back over here at some point in time. But we can drive up to it and at least unlock that. It should... Let me see what the task is on it. So this is a task. Steel River here. Our river fleet was badly damaged, and the only person who can help us is all out of equipment. Can you supply our guy with the tools he needs to patch us up? I sure can, but not right now. Not at this moment. Go in reverse. I know that you don't like going in reverse. You like going forward. Mud kind of thick right here now. Let's see, am I pushing the mud with my front bumper yet? Yeah, pretty much. Might have to use a winch right here. That's what it's looking like. Maybe. Let's see, do I have anything that I can attach to? Sure. I'll kind of get over this way a little bit, maybe. Using the throttle and the winch at the same time. I'll go with that. Alright. Like I said, I don't use the winch all the time, but sometimes you kind of need to. Now, if you are new to the game, and you notice that I have all-wheel drive on, all-wheel drive, when you're using it, you have to be mindful about that it will use up fuel. So you kind of use it sparingly, and plus all depends on how much fuel capacity is actually in the said truck that you are using. Buried up right here. That's a bad spot to get buried. Kind of go over to the side here a little bit. Here we go. That worked out. Hell yeah. Now I wouldn't be able to climb this if I didn't have all-wheel drive on, so I'm pretty sure. I mean, for the most part, I drive with the all-wheel on all the time anyway. Yeah, I know it chews up fuel, but let me double check. 'Cause I think I might have been playing. Okay, yeah, I'm still going good. All right. Just wanted to make sure. It was kind of scenery was kind of throwing me off there for a minute. But this game is nice. I mean, I mean, I have to give them their, their credit is due. They did a really good job with the game. Visually, it's amazing looking. I've always thought. Like I said, it's not a very fast-paced game. It's you just gotta take your time, enjoy it. You know, it's an adventure, basically. Get a little bit of speed right there. Getting that traction. Ain't that much mud up here on the hill, I don't think, anyway. Alright, let's turn the all-wheel drive off. We don't need it right this moment. We're kind of on some hard pack. Somewhat, anyway. And there is the house that we're looking for, and we should have a scout up here. It's just another vehicle. They're called scouts because you use them to scout the area, scout the map. That way you can unlock watchtowers and so on. Ooh, damn! The rear of my truck just hit that freaking boulder, dude. That was crazy. I got a little slid around there. Oh, let's put that all-wheel drive. So that's why I like the all-wheel drive. It gives me traction, kind of gives you a little bit of speed, so you can just, get to where you're going. But like I said, it's going to cost you fuel. All right, so we got a new truck. Oh, the 800. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna switch trucks right quick to the Scout. This will give us 72 liters of fuel max. Now normally I don't use this truck because I don't really like it as much, but I'll tell you what, this is what we'll do. I will use it anyway. Change back to the Chevy, and then we will recover the Chevy back to the garage. Bring our map back up. Now, if you want to go to a truck that's in the field like that, so we have an upgrade here at the garage, you just highlight what that one that you have that's in the field. You just highlight it. It will go to it. Just press A button, and you will go directly to that said vehicle. Easy peasy squeezy, as they say. Now this has diff lock on it. Now some vehicles you're going to have to be in a low gear, and then you can turn that diff lock. Now this one here, the diff lock is always on, so you don't have to really worry about that. You still have all-wheel drive though, so that's a plus. But we're going to see how this is going to run down through here, going back down through the mud and all that, because I do remember this being like really awful. It didn't really transfer to the mud very well, but it's a little bit faster, so you have to be mindful about that and be kind of careful. Most of the time, I don't really like this inside because, I mean, you can do it that way, and it's fine. What I wish they would have done, which they've never done before. Okay, you can move the camera forward as far as you can go, but that's not what I'm trying to get to. What I'm saying is that you can't really move the seat back. You can't really adjust inside the cab, and I wish they would have done that. I think that would have brought a hell of an element to driving this game inside cab like this. I will. I think that it would have brought really more immersion to it. And your camera system here, I mean, you can pan all the way around and everything like that, but at times it can be a little frustrating to use that camera. So it's something that I've always thought that they could update, but they never have done that. Now, this camera, then that they do have a legacy version of the camera in the settings. You can change it over, but I wouldn't advise using that because it can be jarring to use that one. But it's been the same camera they've always used. They've never changed it. It's been that way since Spin Tires. You know, Mud Runner was that way. SnowRunner's that way. So it's just something that's never been updated. They've never changed that. They changed it slightly. Like I said, the legacy part in the settings, you can change the camera. Actually, here I'll show you right quick. We'll go to settings right quick. I think it's where did I find that at? Okay, here you go. You go under video, go all the way down to where it says legacy camera. Now, if you turn that on, it kind of gives you a swooping effect around the vehicle, and at times it can be hard to get it adjusted the way you want it. So turning that off, you kind of still you have a little bit more control over it, you know. So I advise you to use it as is, the way you know the camera is. Don't use the legacy because it you would have to experiment with it to see if that would that's something that you might like. I think it's purely up to the individual that's playing the game, but it's just my personal opinion. I don't think it's a very good camera. I think the best what you have is what the game gives you, and right off the rip like that, and not the legacy in the settings. But you can, like I say, you can experiment with it and see if that's what if you like it or not. I don't know. Alright, so if I turn on, okay, so it is always on. Okay, let me make sure. So now we're in this thick mud again. It seems like, so I think the 800 here, 800 Scout, I think it's been updated some, because we used to, you would get this in the mud and it would just freaking bury up. I mean, I think the model was just too heavy. It would just, it was like quicksand. It was sneak down. It would just sink down bad. So it was kind of terrible. But I think over time it's been updated. Lessen the weight on it. It seems that way, which is good. It's excellent. It definitely would make a bigger or a better. I'll see how it does right here, because this can be pretty thick. Hopefully we don't get stuck right here, because I actually had to pull the Chevy out with the winch. Seems to be doing a lot better than the Chevy did. That's good. I'm glad that this is so much better than it was. So we're going to get up here. Oh, get a little topsy-turvy there. Oh, don't flip on me. Went up the trail right there. It was kind of wrong. I had to slow it down a little bit because you can flip right there. You can get it, not hitting it right. Come on. Man, that is freaking just climbing over them freaking rocks. That's good. That's excellent. Couldn't do that, like forever ago. All right. So this is where I'm going to leave you for right now. Like I said, I don't want to make the videos too long. It can be YouTube doesn't like that when I go too long there. So hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you next time. And this is Ultra. I'm signing off, and I will see you next time. Thank you.
Until the light, survive the blaze, burn in desire, be the hero we need.